Time for some speedy footage. Guys, I gotta show you something. So I ain't even took anything loose on this side except for this sway bar. Look at this shit. Think that might be why Jezebel was trying to kill me. Of course, the strut bar up there's loose, but literally, the bushing isn't attached to the shaft up here. Wow. I can't believe I drove this thing as much as I did. Wow. Yeah, look at that. That shaft up there ain't even attached to the lower control arm. Oh my God. How did I not die? Whew. Well, it's a good thing we're changing them. All right, guys, I hope you see what I see, because I see a huge problem, and how I'm still alive, this car never killed me, I don't know. That shaft is still bolted in. You can see the grease on the nut ain't been touched yet. We ain't took that out yet. That shaft is what holds the lower control arm to the K-member, and it's still attached to the K-member. It's supposed to be a press fit inside this here lower control arm. There ain't no bushing left in this thing. All it's in there is the outer shell. Holy crap. Alright guys, so what we're getting ready to do is we got our lower control arm all cleaned up. You want to have really clean metal, especially when you're going to start to weld to something that's going to be structural. So we got this thing clamped on with a pair of vice grips. What we're going to do is we're going to tack weld it here and here, and then we're just going to slowly work our way up, and when we start to separate, we'll reclamp the vice grips and keep moving this thing around until it's all the way around. It'll be one good bead, and that thing is going to be solid as a rock and should brace this thing up enough. Now, I did make these, and I am by no means a fabricator of great extent like Chris Birdsong. He just did a video where he made some, and it looked like better than the factory ones you can buy. But this is just good old 1/8 inch steel. Ought to be more than enough. So we'll go ahead and get this baby welded on, and that'll be done. All right, there it is, guys. It's all braced up. We had a little bit of porosity right there, a little bit of bubbly, because that's forgot to turn the gas on, dumbass. But you want to make sure this, where your torsion bar still moves. So I didn't take the strut rod off because it's still attached, but it freed itself up in the course of welding, so that's good. So now I can take that off, and Annie sees where it rubs into the control arm and all that stuff. So yeah, we're fully welded. This thing's got plenty of room to adjust. That's good. So that's done. Now we just gotta wait for Dad to get home. So we've got a service truck, and we can weld on a washer right here, and then I'll show you Dad's contraption and speedy footage on how we take these bushings out and replace it with new ones. So, all right, guys, before we move on, I just had to show you, like you saw how bad this bushing was. This is a good reason to always inspect everything on your car. This is one of the two sway bar bolts that hold everything together, sway bar end links. And the other one I had was actually completely rusted through right here, and the top just fell right off of it. And I polished this up because I'm going to hang this up in my room as a reminder. Always inspect the suspension parts on your car. Don't matter how well it drives to you, always inspect it, because that's pretty bad. I mean, that's how thick it should be, and then we get down to that little guy. And another thing I want to gripe about, so this is all the Performance Technologies, Suspension Technologies kit, a PST kit, and they're supposed to be like one of the best. And you look, this is a bolt, obviously, and a bolt is a bolt. It's strong, it's good, but there's different qualities of bolt, just like there's different qualities of steel. When you're doing your front suspension, don't just take for granted, this is good quality stuff. Obviously, it's better than what we got there. Much better quality than what we have right here. But what you do with these bolts, unless you don't have access to a hardware store or something and you don't want to spend the money on extra bolts, you take this thing and you just, that was supposed to land in there, but damn it, I suck. Finally, only took 4 tries. Woo! You get my meaning. So let's stop pitter pattering and let's get back to work. All right, so it's a couple days later. Dad's home early, so we're gonna heat this up. This is actually the inner sleeve still on here, just like the other side. Kind of welded itself on, so we're gonna heat that up, knock that off. Yeah, it's the inner sleeve right there. You gotta say something, Dad? Hey. And then we got a welder washer on here, and I'll show you Dad's apparatus he invented, came up with, because too cheap to buy a press. So we'll show you all that. Then we're gonna set you up on that there tripod, and you're gonna watch us do everything in like super duper speedy footage, like as if we were Usain Bolt or something like that. So Dad's little apparatus to pull this gun out. You want to explain it, or do you want me to explain it? This is grade 8 pulling thread. You don't get anything stronger than this. This is not just your garden variety all thread used for pulling shit, hence the name. So Dad's got a little nut on there that sets our spacing, and then we'll slide our nuts down on, or our washers right there, and they'll sit right in there, and we got 2 on there for strength. And then we'll come around.
I think we ran a nut down there.
Yeah, you ran a nut down there to protect the threads too,
so that the welder don't get the thread.
And then basically like that, we're just gonna pull it off or pull it out. So pretty simple shit. So didn't even clean it. Oh well. Definitely not the most ideal situation for a welder, but it's on there. So as you can see, Dad's custom made super deep well socket. Ooh. So what we got going on here is a giant socket. What size socket is that, Dad?
7/8, 3/4 drive.
Big ass socket. It fits perfectly right in this little recess. Almost. A little bit of persuasion, it fits perfectly.
Just stuck it in there.
All right, now we got it re-welded. Dad got the bushing pressed onto the shaft wherever it went. It ran away. There it is. So, use the vise. A lot of Scott manpower. It's up on the shoulder, so now we're gonna get this baby pulled off. Well, with the help from Dad, I got this one in too. Everything turns real good still, so now all we got to do is install everything, all the new parts, get everything going. There's our, thing I ranted about. So I guess let's get to work and putting all this crap in. Tomorrow, maybe. Well. I guess it's time to get started. Jezebel's looking all right. Lower control arm are ready to go. Whoa! Look at that. I can't fool you guys. You guys are smarter than that. Those boxes have been here. Got them this morning. And we got ourselves some pretty neat shit from CPP. We ordered these from Summit Racing. They were like $3.99. And there's a special rebate going on right now for 20 bucks off. Or something like that. So we ended up buying a disc brake kit. Because by the time we sourced everything secondhand or with some new stuff from Rock Auto, we were gonna save maybe 50 bucks buying all the old used original crap, spindles and caliper brackets, which we needed caliper brackets really bad, and our spindles ain't the greatest. So I went ahead and just screw it, bought a kit, and yeah, this is really nice stuff. The only gripe I have is the picture made it look like you were getting a pin type, which is the correct one for my charger. And we got the sliding type. It's got a big old bracket right there instead of having 2 bolts that go through. But you know what? I ain't gonna complain. It's all brand new stuff. It came all assembled, which we're gonna pull apart and make sure it's greased and whatnot. So we'll get our lower ball joints put on there, and then we're gonna get that driver's side assembled. So I got to get this thing all prepped up to get put in. get our new bushings on this strut rod. And I'll show you guys as we move along. Alrighty, so just showing you what we got going on here. So we're anti-seizing everything. Oh, we just lost a bushing. Great. Not really a bushing, but you get my drift. But we're getting everything all anti-seized up, getting everything protected. There are two halves to this. The side's concave is the back, so it goes like that. Then you got the steel sleeve. This piece here with the rubber male end, this is the front. As you can identify on these originals, they used to say front right there. F-R-O-N-T. F-R-O-N-T. I can spell. That's awesome. So yeah, there's our originals. They give us a good reference point. So we're gonna get this baby fitted in there, and I'll show you what's in there. Alrighty, so it's just sitting in here loose. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you, do not put the lower control arm in without getting the strut rod in. I did that on the other side, and I could not for my life get this thing in afterward. So I just leave it in there loose. I slide it all in as one big unit. So now we're gonna get this baby mostly tight, and then we're gonna get our sway bar end link put in, our new one that, you know, we pretty much made ourselves. Get that in there. We'll be golden. Alrighty guys, so let me get the sweat out of my eyes. You know, sweat really burns. You're laying upside down. Don't feel very good. You know what I mean? Just, it don't feel good. So that baby's in there, and we'll have to wait until Dad gets home and use his little mini earthquake, because it'll fit up in this hole. My little Makita here will do it, but it just ain't got the testicles on it like a big old pneumatic one's got. So we just want to cinch that down a little bit more. We got this thing just kind of temporarily in there. I think we'll make it a little bit tighter. That baby's tight. This thing is stiffer, really. Which, I ain't never really built a front suspension before. Don't know if we need it loose or tight, but you know what? Definitely not better than it was. So someone pipe in the comments there before I destroy everything we've done. So yeah, now we're gonna get that upper control arm in and see what else we can fuck up for today. So hope you guys are enjoying, because it's a 100-degree day in Kansas. I think we had a week worth of like low 90s, maybe 80, high 80s, and now it's hot again. So hope you guys are enjoying. Alrighty guys, so rubber glove, getting ready to put this torsion bar back in. What I like to do is I like to put a bit of anti-seize on there, as well as wheel bearing grease around the torsion bar hex end and up in there, just that way it's got something, you know, to work with. So we're gonna get that done. I'll show you once it's done. Okay guys, well Dad's home today, and we're gonna get this CPP disc brake kit on. Cost $3.90 off Summit, so we're gonna hopefully not have any issues. I will say this, CPP, you guys suck, because hiding all the hardware and dust covers and everything and the bottom of the box on the bottom that got shipped, it's pretty fucked up. I thought they didn't send any hardware, so I was looking around like, shit, I guess we're gonna reuse old stuff. Nope, it's on the bottom, literally buried underneath everything. That's pretty fucking stupid. And it's nice they ship everything assembled, but you got to pull it all apart so you can put your lower ball joint on. So kind of silly. And the other thing is, their pictures show it being a pin type rotor instead of this slider type. I really don't like the slider type, but I guess that's what we're going to use, because their photo lied to us. So we're going to get all this assembled, get our new ball joints off our old spindles, and probably throw those away unless someone wants them. And I'll just show you guys as we make progress, or we might just show you at the end because it's hot and we just want to get stuff done today. So I'll see you guys in the next part. All right, so we got one more little gripe. You gotta take my word for it, but the caliper we're getting ready to assemble was in this box. Wait, yeah, right side box, that should be the passenger side. This is the caliper rotor that came out of it. The rotor, or the caliper, luckily has an L stamped in it. We compared it to our other spindles, and that is indeed the left side, driver's side, inside the right side box. So always make sure you're paying attention. Don't just trust what's on the box. we go, 1 CPP disc brake conversion almost done. I gotta say, it's been a pain in the ass. So some of you might look at this and be like, well, the caliper goes here, but that ain't right, because the normal census, and Dad and I just spent like an hour trying to figure this out. Normally you want the caliper back here for weight distribution and other bull crap. Well, on a 70 Charger, this is the stock location up here at front, and it looks like we got more clearance back in here than we would anything else. Plus we get better cooling. So before anybody grills me on that, that's the reason why we're doing it like this. So alrighty, well, I'm gonna get that caliper on, get the hose attached, and we'll get the other side done, and I'll show you once we're done. Well, guys and gals, that is one side completely done. Took way too long, really. Everything's all greased on this side. We still got to reclock the pitman arm because it's way off, but this side's done. It's on there. Might have to adjust that little adjuster in there a little more to give us a little more preload. That's kind of loose, but yeah, looking good. Brake line's on. We got clearance for days on that. Still got to get some good shocks for this car. We'll put those shocks on the Dart or something. So on to the other side. What do you think about it, Dad?
Hurry every chance you get.
Yeah.
Hurry every chance you get.
Yeah.
Hurry every chance you get.
Yeah. Extreme close up. That a good camera angle for you guys? Let me know if it'll work for you, because, well, I can't see, so hopefully it's a good camera angle. All right, let's get this other side buttoned up and get her done. Well, there she is, guys, back on all fours. Did we get nearly as much as we thought we would get accomplished in one video? No, but you know what? The whole front suspension's all rebuilt, all brand new. And where we thought we were gonna have to reclock the pitman arm, turns out all we needed to do was assemble this side, and everything steers just fine. It don't oversteer or understeer. It's perfect. But she's back on all fours, and man, does she look wicked with that front end slammed on the ground. There's no tension on the torsion bars, nothing. No shocks. In fact, check this shit out. That's the whole front suspension sitting there shaking and waking. Yeah. We're gonna have to get some shocks for her and other fun stuff. So what do you think about it, Dad?
Yeah.
How many days do you think we spent doing all this?
It's been 2 hot days, I know that.
Yeah. Man, a lot of hot ass days, but she's got front disc brakes on her. We got, you know, everything's new pretty much. I didn't clean nothing. It just stayed all ratty and nasty. That way it matches the rest of the turd. So, I couldn't be any happier. Oh yeah, we gotta put that shield back on. But I hope you guys enjoyed, because it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of hot work, that's for sure. I know Dad and I are basically melted down. What do you say about it, Dad? You melted down?
Yeah,
You gotta, well, we're in the sun. We gotta walk over here, because if we're gonna close out a video and whatnot, we gotta be over here in the shade. Because you know how the cameras work, you know? Look at that. So, what do you want to say about the video, Dad?
I'm glad you got your front end all rebuilt.
I'm glad you helped. Oh, you look tired, Dad.
Yeah, it's a long week.
Ready to go inside? Ready to relax?
Reckon so.
Well, if you're ready to do that, you better tell people the usual.
Like and subscribe if you liked it. See you later. Bye.
Dad, you're lacking a lot of enthusiasm. I'm just as tired as you, but I'm just excited to see my car back on all four. Think about the first time you drove your Charger. Yeah, Dad's car's right back there. But, yeah, as Dad said, if you guys enjoyed this at all, if you're new to the channel or anything, check out the previous Jezebel themed videos. This is my blue 70 ready Charger. Getting a 505-inch stroker and a 4-speed. So it ought to be a lot of fun. We got a Dana 60 rear end in the back. Hopefully, we don't care about going fast. We just want to pop wheelies and break stuff. Actually, we don't want to break anything because we're kind of broken. Can't afford to fix it.
Yep.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to stop rambling on. If you enjoyed, please like the video, share it. That way we get more exposure and all that stuff. And if you're new, if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel. But if you don't, that's perfectly fine. I know I might not be the most likable person in the world, but hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye. By the way, if anybody wants to own a piece of Jezebel history, we have this piece of foam peeled out of her out of her fender. We also have this piece of Bondo that it was famously seen in said fender as well. And we have this original strut rod bushing from Chrysler. They'll be on eBay. So check those out. Support the channel. And Dad's little, yeah, that's a pee-pee holder. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.